Hello. I'm going to do a pick a deck reading for your weekly reading, and these are the three decks. We have the Syrian Starseed Tarot, deck number 1, and then we have the Gilded Tarot, that's deck number 2, and then we have the Tarot Illuminati, and that's deck number 3. So look at the decks and see which one you're drawn to, and then I'll put timestamps down below, and we're going to pick some cards and see what each deck message is for the week. All right, so let's start with the Starseed Tarot. Let's see, we had that one, and then we had that one. Okay. Let's see what messages Starseed Tarot has. All right, we have the Sage of Crystals, which is the Queen of Pentacles. We have Alchemy. We have the Seeker of Chalices. Let's see, these are kind of big. I don't know if you can see all those. We have the Seeker of Orbs. We have the Nine of Flames. We have the Six of Flames. We have the Ace of Flames. Ooh, lots of flames, lots of fire. And the Four of Flames. All right. So in the middle, we have the Sage of Crystals, and that is the Queen of Pentacles. So that could represent you as being a Queen of Pentacles. It could be an earth sign, which is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So that could represent you, or it could have something to do with that person this week. And then we have Alchemy, which is the, let's see, 10, 14. That is Temperance, which represents Sagittarius. This means moderation, patience, compromise, cooperation, balanced emotions. Let's see, we have the Seeker of Chalices, which is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. So pages are young messengers, and this represents happy news of emotional nature. So something you're could be receiving some news that's going to make you very happy this week. We have the Seeker of Orbs, which is the Page of Swords. So it also represents delayed news. So you could be getting some good news is on its way, but it's just going to be delayed. We have the Nine of Flames, which is the Nine of Wands. And that means hang in there, okay? Just keep, I feel like there's something that you want to hear. There's something that you've been waiting for, but you just need to hang in there. It's on its way. It's just delayed. We have the Six of Flames, which is the Six of Wands, which means that represents successful. So this is positive news of an emotional, so there's some good news coming in, and it's going to make you very happy because we have the Success card below it. So it's going to be news that's going to make you really happy. It's just going to take its time getting to you. We have the Ace of Flames, which is aces are new beginnings. So I feel like it's going to point you in a new direction. It's going to give you a direction that you want to go in. It's going to push you forward to do something new. And then we have Four of Flames, which this also could represent the 1111 card, which is the Four of Wands, which is celebrating. So I feel like you have some very good news coming in this week. I feel like there's some good news coming in. It may be more towards the end of the week, since we have the Seeker of Orbs, since we have the Page of Swords. that's delayed news. So I definitely feel like there's some good news on the way. You just have to hang in there, okay? It's coming. It's headed your way. It's going to make you really happy. It's going to push you in a new direction. It's going to give you, I feel like it's going to give you more life. I feel like all of these flames here, all of this red, all of this fire, like this brings out your passion. It brings out your desire. It brings out your motivation to move forward, especially with the Ace of Flames here. It could be a new love that's coming in because these two are surrounding it. It could be this very passionate new relationship that you start with somebody that you really feel alive with, that you feel passionate about. All right, so let's see. We have the Three of Cups, which is celebration. And then we have reflection, which that one is the Hermit card. So it could be a Virgo that's coming in. It could be, for some reason I'm feeling like it could be a celebration. It could be a party that you're going to. It could be a get-together that you're going to, that you meet this person, or that you hear this good news from, or something happens. But it could be that when you hear this good news, it really makes you happy. And it really makes you think about that maybe you've been waiting for this, but it makes you realize how positive this is. It makes you realize how you appreciate this news. You appreciate this that comes in. You appreciate this happy news because it's been something that you've been waiting for. I feel like with the Hermit, this is news that you've been waiting for, and when it finally does happen, that it's something that really makes you happy, that you appreciate it. Like, you don't take this news for granted because this is something that you've been wanting. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So for number one, you've got some good news coming in. It's going to be delayed. It could be later on this week. It could be next week. I'm not exactly sure about the time span, but it's going to be delayed, but it's going to make you really happy. It's going to make you feel alive. It's going to give you a new direction. It's going to make you celebrate. It's news that you're going to appreciate. So it's headed your way. It could be, like I said, it could be a new relationship. It could be a new friendship. It could be a new personal relationship. It could be reconnecting with somebody. I'm not really sure exactly what this is, but you are receiving some good news. It's going to be delayed, but you're really going to be happy and appreciate it when it does come in. All right, thank you so much for watching. Stay positive, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. All right, we are going to do the second grouping, which is the Gilded Tarot. And if this is the one that you chose, we'll see what messages want to come out for you. We have the King of Wands, so this could represent you. You could be a fire sign, which is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or it could represent a King of Wands. Oh, we have the Nine of Cups reversed. We have the Sun card. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Tower. We have the Hangman. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Queen of Swords. So it seems like there's a lot of people here because we have the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Swords. I feel like we have the Tower, so there could be a breakup. There could be something that you believed in was built on a false foundation. We have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups in the upright is wishes coming true. So something isn't happening. But we do have the Sun card, which is very positive. The Hangman is looking at things from a bit different perspective. I feel like there's a Queen of Swords. This could represent you. The Queen of Swords could represent you. And we have the Seven of Wands, which is standing up for what you believe in. This could represent you for standing up for what you believe in. And these two kings are right below each other. Let's see. I feel like either there's a Queen of Wands, there's somebody that got that's in the middle of the two of you, that's getting in your business, or this person helps you realize that, because I feel like with the Tower below the Nine of Cups, like that's the reason why wishes didn't come true, is because you had this fantasy about somebody, you had this fantasy about something, but it was a false fantasy. It was a false, you thought something was going to be a particular way that was going to be very positive. You thought that this was something that you've been waiting for. You thought that this was everything, but come to find out it really wasn't. It was a very rude awakening for you. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's been through a lot, but I feel like it's somebody, I'm trying to, I feel like this didn't happen, something didn't happen that you thought was going to happen, but really, it's a positive, like you have to look at this, even though you're really upset that something didn't happen, you have to look at this from a different perspective, because it's really for the best, because the Hangman is below the Sun. So the Sun is a very happy, positive card, and then the Hangman is looking at things from a different perspective, trying to see things for a different way. So there's something that you really wanted. There's something that you really wanted to happen. So it could be a relationship that you wanted with a King of Wands or a King of Pentacles, and that didn't work out, but there's really somebody else that's better for you. I feel like this does represent you. I'm feeling like, because the Queen of Wands has been through a lot of difficult times, and I feel like that represents you. Like this is really difficult for you because you've been through some heartbreak. Like you had a recent breakup that you thought that this relationship was going to last forever. You thought that this was your everything. You thought that this was your soulmate. Like you thought this was everything, but you had a breakup and you're hurt by it. But everything happens for a reason, and you have to look at it from a different perspective, that there's somebody better out there for you. Like maybe you knew down below, you know, deep down you knew that maybe this wasn't right, but you wanted to believe that it was right, but it really wasn't. So I just feel like the message is that there's something better. There's something happier. Like, don't let this get you down. Don't, like, be strong. Hang in there. Everything happens for a reason, okay? You have the power. This is a magical connection that's coming in. So it could be the breakup was with a King of Pentacles. It could have been an earth sign, or the breakup was with a King of Wands, or it could be somebody with those qualities of the King of Wands. Like, I'm not really sure, because this is a general reading, so I feel like it could be like whichever one relates to you, that there's one person that it didn't work out with, but there's somebody else, you know, because they're underneath each other, like there's somebody else that wants to come in for you that's actually better for you. And the Magician is, stay confident, stay positive. You have the power to get past this. You can keep going. You can do it, okay? Keep working at it. Keep moving forward. It's going to be okay. You just have to look at things from a different perspective. I know that you're hurting right now. I know that this is upsetting to you because you thought this person was your everything. But sometimes we think one thing, but the universe has something else in mind for us that will be better. Okay? You just have to believe that the universe has something better for you. And you just have to look at this, stand back and look at this situation from a different point of view. Okay? So just hang in there, stand your ground, stay positive, believe that this is happening for a reason and that there's something so much better coming in for you, that there is somebody waiting in the wings that's going to come in. It might take you a little time to get past this breakup, okay, this heartbreak, this that you thought was going to happen. It might take you some time to get past this, but there's definitely somebody really amazing waiting to come in for you. So it might take some work and some time, but there is somebody really good that wants to come in that's really going to bring a relationship to a whole new level. And all of this will make sense if you just give it time and you hang in there and you believe that there's something better out there for you. All right, very strong message. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay safe and stay positive. All right, so we are doing the third deck that is the Tarot Illuminati. If you pick this one, let's see what messages we have for the third deck for this week. All right, what messages do we have for this deck? Who needs to hear a message? Okay, we have the Four of Wands. We have the Devil card. We have the Justice card. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Tower. We have the Hierophant. Wow, definitely a lot of major cards in this one. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the Nine of Swords. All right, so let's see. We have the Four of Wands, which represents a celebration. It also represents the 1111 card, you know, having that twin flame, having that special person in your life. It represents get-togethers, celebrations, weddings, coming together with someone. It could be that it's a Libra and a Capricorn, okay, because they're both on either side of this. So one of you could be a Libra, one of you could be a Capricorn. So it could be that those two signs are coming together. We also have the Hierophant, which is the Taurus card. So there could, or it could represent Taurus. It could represent an earth sign because Capricorn and Taurus are earth signs. So could represent coming together with an earth sign. Let's see, we have the Tower card. So there could have been a recent breakup with a Capricorn or somebody who has some addiction, somebody who has some very unhealthy habits. It could be a toxic relationship that you were in, that you had a recent breakup with, that you realized that this person was not who you thought they were. okay, that they had some bad habits, that maybe they had some controlling habits. It could be any sort of bad habit that they had, and this was very stressful for you. This was a lot of sleepless nights. It was a lot of anxiety. You're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And maybe you had a recent breakup with this person. Maybe this person broke up with you. You broke up with them because you just couldn't handle it anymore. This was just becoming too much. Now maybe you feel more balanced. You feel like things are evening out. It could be that you had a breakup with this person and financially there's something that rules in your favor this week, okay? Is very positive for you. You feel more balanced. You feel like you're getting back to normal. You feel like you're getting back to yourself. Three of Wands is making some forward progress, but I feel like you're not quite back to yourself. You just have to stay strong and you have to stay, hang in there. So if you've had a recent breakup with somebody, it could be a breakup with a Capricorn, that this week you're going to feel like you're getting back to your old self, like you're picking yourself up off the ground and you're feeling more balanced, you're feeling more positive. Maybe you're getting out there and you're socializing and you're feeling like you need to stop thinking about it. That's pretty funny. Seven of Cups, which is, thinking, daydreaming, being overwhelmed emotionally, because this has been so emotional for you that this week you need to move forward from that. You need to get past that. You need to leave that behind you. You need to, maybe you've been, overwhelmed by all of this, and this is the week that you're able to move forward, okay? Six of Wands, successful. So I feel like if you've been through something that's been very stressful, if you've been through a recent breakup, that somebody who you are very close to is not who you thought they were, if you've been through a breakup, I feel like this week you're finally able to start moving past it. Are you going to be all over it this week? No, because it's something that takes time. But you just need to hang in there and you have to believe that things will get better, that things will become less and less painful. It takes time, and sometimes you feel like you're doing one step forward and you're doing 5 steps backwards. But then all of a sudden, the next time you're able to do 2 steps forward, or maybe 3 steps backwards. So it's definitely something that's a work in progress. Like you can see in the future, like you can see that this was something good. Like this is something that needed to happen because this was so stressful for you, that this was just not what you thought it was going to be. It just was not something that was healthy for you. And if they break up with you and then that was able to release you from this pain, or maybe you needed to break up with them. But whatever it is, I know it's emotionally overwhelming, but it's something that you needed to do. Maybe in the future the two of you will get back together when you have time apart to work on yourselves, to become stronger, to get rid of any addictions or problems that you may be having. Sometimes you need time apart from somebody, or maybe there's somebody new coming in that's going to be a lot better for you, that's going to be a closer connection for you, that's going to be a more positive, more successful connection for you. But right now I feel like if you've had a recent breakup, it's been very painful, it's been emotionally overwhelming. I feel like this week you're finally able to start to feel more balanced and to be able to move on from this and to be moving in a more positive direction. You just have to believe and stay strong and move forward, that this was at this time was not a good relationship for you. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.